but we hope we're gonna reach our destination as soon as possible. Yeah. It's an interesting day. Seeing everybody's up, a lot of activities going on. We hope like it's going to be a good day. It's a good day. By the look of the things, probably it's going to be a good day. So this day, you know, I was actually, it was on a Thursday. I remember that day very well because there were a lot of activities that day. So I remember it like it's today. So it was a bright morning. I do remember it. Bright morning. It wasn't sunny. It wasn't cloudy. It was just bright. And of course, we had just arrived in Mombasa. Yeah, it was a bright morning, and we had just arrived in Mombasa. You see, actually, it started being hot at 9 o'clock. I could feel now the difference between Mombasa, the temperature between Mombasa and where I'd come from. Previously, I'd come from Kisii. So, you know, for those who have been to Kisii, understand that Kisii can be cold, can be a little bit colder than Mombasa. So, considering now that the difference in temperatures, one could feel it, one could instantly feel the difference. If you touch down in Mombasa and you're coming from a slightly cold place, you could immediately know that no, this is not the place that I've been the last 45 minutes. You know, before even I tell you the story, remember that we had boarded. That was my very first time boarding that. So the fun thing is you could see sunsets. Actually, no, you could see the sunrise. You know, I think for those that haven't experienced this, I wish that you could experience it. Maybe once in a while. It's a very good experience. You won't go wrong with it. So, you know, the fact that you are above the clouds and you can see the sun rise, oh my, you know, I think for me I saw the sun was kind of still. So I don't know whether we were just aligned along the path. You know, you could align along the path of the sun, and the speed matches with that of the sun. Then you could feel like, you know, the sun is still, and even the airplane is still. So I had previously taken the photos of that sun because it doesn't like snaps. So as I've said, I had taken these cute photos of the sun. And keep in mind, the whole story is based on those photos. So, I think I'll upload them. Yeah, I'll do one video and upload those photos. Then you could judge yourself. So, and previously, as I said, we had gone for a business trip, and the main thing was that social media did play. Now we are talking about how social media can pay. We are in about meeting some of the well-placed people around, but who are best in the secretary perspective. With a young to learn about the new social media platforms and how it influences the businesses. So we kept on talking about these things sometime until I talked to a friend of mine who was actually beside me. Then, as I was talking to him, we had previously said that we were having a little chit chat because the board meeting was with that John. Then I told this friend of mine, we were just having a little chit chat. I was telling this friend of mine that if you engage yourself the exact same speed of the sun, and it happens that you are moving in the same direction, trust me, you will see that it is quite steep. You realize that now whatever your body is still, realized that it has that aspect of stillness. Like you see something maybe it's hanging or and this friend of mine kept on saying, no, I've seen bad those type of researches. Then I showed them the photos. I didn't realize this guy was a photography enthusiast. Yeah, I didn't realize that he used to, before even he joined that company, he used to do commercial photography. So he told me that those photos are worthy so much money. Because I wasn't sure about what he was saying, because nothing like that was ringing in my mind, that the worthiness of the photos which I took for pleasure. So I couldn't value those photos given the chance, because I knew that these photos are cute, but wasn't in a position, like I didn't have that mind of photo evaluation. So he told me that if you upload these photos in a certain website, you are going to receive quite a lump sum. So I was quite interested in kind of this lump sum this guy talking about. Then he forwarded the link. So I did hesitate actually. I did upload, but they were saying that the copyright, do you have the copyright of these photos? That is when I knew now this thing is serious. When somebody tells you that to send them a copy of your rights of that photos, then I realized that photo is quite worth something. To cut the long story short, I received, that was actually the highest amount I had received. Never received. Okay, up to that point, that was the highest amount as a single lump sum amount directly sent to my account. Never received that in a one transaction. So I was proud of what I did. And what I'll tell you is from that day, my approach and perspective about photography changed. The way I'd previously perceived photography as a career, maybe as a pleasure, as a leisure-free activity, I have a very different perspective over the same. Now, a very clear perspective about photography, not that the one that you see these guys and you wonder whether they are making a dime. Oh my, those people are quite rich. Considering what they do, they're really something. I've never thought of maybe joining the world of photography as a pleasure. And when you take something as a pleasure and convert it to something which is more business oriented and focused in profit focus, you make a good amount of money. Yep. That is it, and that's the story